The transfer window is shut. We have, as per normal, sold way more than we've spent. I'm fucking delighted with the squad. I want to show the results. We've got a game against Lille, and then I think it's Nice. Let's just get to it. This is Average Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Journeyman. So we are here. Welcome in. We're going to do transfer stuff first. Now it says 128. That's not strictly true. It's actually slightly more because of the Trevino fee comes in. So it's 130 something is how much money that we brought in to the club. And in terms of transfers in, we spent 24 million and we signed Dylan Sauvage. He's 22 years old. We signed him for £3 million. He is just a ball-winning midfielder. Solid, dependable backup. Can also fill in at right back if needed. Nothing like exciting about him. He's just come in for that role. We've also signed or brought back to the club Lucas Tossart. Another ball-winning midfielder, 35 years old. He's not registered in the European squad, but what he can do is basically just fill in when we need him. If McTominay or Savage or whatever need a rest, he's perfect to come in. Can be a very much a backup centre-half if need be, but will play centre-mid or defence mid as a ball-winning midfielder. That is our final two signings after we sold Hamida for 16.25 million. We had a load of players go out on loan, and then we sold Stefan Valentin for £170,000. Nothing exciting, but what has been exciting is our form. We left here after the 4-4 draw with Monaco. We then beat Metz 4-2. Jovanovic and Gakpo getting their goals, plus a double from Scamacca. We then beat Rapid Vienna 2-0 with a goal from Scamacca and Trabelsi. Trabelsi came on as a second half sub and played up front with Scamacca as a 2. We then beat Bordeaux 4-1. Jovanovic, Palistri and a Moise Kean double got us our goals. We then lost 2-1, but we won on aggregate against Rapid Vienna with Palistri getting the goal. And then we just beat Troyes 4-1. And it was Scamacca, Marcos, Kean and Fernandez all getting in on the goals. Our top goal scorer so far is Kean and Scamacca, both joint on 4. Minetti is top assister with 4 assists. The team have been playing fine. The Rapid Vienna game aside, we've actually been forming just as a squad, been really well. This is the Sassy's first game he's been fit since injury. Sergio Santos is out injured, but he should be back very soon, 4 days. Tossart will be unhappy he's been left out the squad for the Conference League. Don't worry about that. I just literally ran out of space. I actually thought that one of Jolan, Fernandez and Trabelsi were under 21. They're not. They're all 23, I think. 22, 23. So that was my fault, but I did want Trossard in anyway, so we're okay with that. Today's lineup: Bislo in goals. Carl, Disasi, Vitali and Rodriguez as a back 4. Garcia Cruz and Moretti will be our 2 centre mids. Moretti has been playing a centre mid advanced playmaker attack, but today's playing advanced playmaker on support, just because we're playing against good team. I don't want to be too far up all the time. Palistri, Gakpo and Jovanovic will be our attacking mids. Again, Gakpo lately has been playing as a shadow striker, but again, because playing a better team, I don't want him to be too far up. We'll bring him just back a little bit as an advanced attacking midfielder on attack. And Scamacca leading the line as a complete forward. And he is playing very well. His general link-up play and everything has just grown and grown over the appearances. He's performing so well for us, and I'm very happy with what he's managed to do for us since he has came in. And Moise Kean has become a bit of a super sub, scoring goals, which we like. So yeah, everyone's playing pretty well. Arbaleda's kind of missed out so far. I do want to get him more game time. It's something I need to work on, but there'll be plenty against him to do so. In terms of the table, we are on joint points with PSG. We have both won 4 and drawn 1 in the league. I think it's Lille have, won 3, drawn 2. So their form's not as good as ours, but they are keeping up with us. So this is what's happening today. If you want to keep looking over to the right screen, I am also, while recording this, watching football. So that's kind of what's going on in my vision to the side. I am interested to see how well we perform against the better teams this season. We've already had a good win over Marseille and then the draw with Monaco, where we should have played a lot better, but we didn't. But we did manage to get back in for the points. But Lille and the Nice game will be very, very good games to properly test this side against the better teams in this league. Our squad, to me, looks like a team that absolutely can compete for Champions League this year. Last time I checked the season preview, but I wanted to do it before once the window shut. But last time I checked, we were all predicted to finish 7th, which I don't believe. I just don't. I think we'll do better than that this year. I genuinely do. I would expect 5th or 6th. I think we'll still get automatic European football. Just not convinced that we will qualify for the Champions League, but we are definitely good enough to be competing for it this year. It's just whether we manage to get there. Oh, Disassi has been dispossessed. It's 1-0. That is shit. Shit play by us. I've just been praising these bastards and then they do that. Look at this. Pulisic plays the ball back. Simple ball for Disassi, really. Just dispossessed. And poor. Fucking poor. Berate. They don't like my berates. They really don't like my berates. If you thought that one was bad, wait till I berate you in here. Sort it out. So that was a half that nothing happened. That's interesting. We've had one shot all game, they've had 2. That's just not fun. We've had most possession though, we're just not creating then. And it looks like it's a wide player and Gakpo that isn't performing well. Bislo does okay, I suppose. I'm going to bring on Marcos and I'm going to bring on Fernandes. Fernandes has a fantastic game last time he played. I think got a goal and 2 assists. So done really well. Really fucking well. So let's get them 2 guys on just now. See if they can make a bit of a change for us in those positions. Because we do need to get back into this game. Because we're not in it at all at the moment. And anytime we do get highlights for them. Yeah. Going to bring on Moise Kean. I'm also going to take off Cruz. And I'm going to bring on McTominay as a box-box midfielder. That gives me 4. And I'm going to bring on Caroli instead of Carl. So, we'll see what happens here. That's good play. That's good play. Moise Kean, unlucky. So unlucky. At least with bringing on Keane, who is a pressing forward, he is going to sit a lot deeper than Skamaka would. He's going to get involved a lot more. Which, I don't know if necessarily will get involved a lot more, but he will lead the press a bit better. Jovanovic, you've done the hard part in winning the ball back. You messed up the simple pass. We've been so poor today. So fucking poor today. This has been a very disappointing game for us. Right, come on to fuck. Demand more. Right, Rodriguez. Vitali. Disassi. Probably should have subbed him off. He was only ready to play 75 minutes, but fuck it. Keane over the top to Marcos. Gotta get it in. It's in. I don't know if it's going to stand, but if it does, it's Fernandes' second goal of the season. Keane. Great ball out to Marcos. I thought it took so long. I should have played it earlier for the running player. The defender hits it off the goalkeeper, and Fernandes is just there to let it rebound off him and in. Thank Christ for that equaliser. Jovanovic has been pretty poor today. Started off relatively well in like the first 3 games, but the last couple of games his form's dropped a little, which is going to happen. I'm not too critical of it. Cruz and Moretti and McTominay have honestly been fantastic for us in midfield. All the games this season as a collective. The 3 of them have really managed to take a hold of our midfield. So I'm really happy with that. And the thing is like 2 of them are quite experienced. We've got Garcia Cruz, who isn't as experienced, but he's a good player. He's 23. He could be that linchpin of our midfield, or a key component of it for the next 5-6 years with no bother at all. We've picked up a point. We've rescued a point against Lille. And if you take a win against Marseille, a draw against Monaco, and a draw against Lille, that's not too bad. These are the teams we're going to be competing for these Champions League places. Yes, it's nice to keep up with PSG for as long as we can, but I'm not focusing on us as a League One side yet. I'm not thinking of us as competing for the league title yet. Far too early for that. What it does do is keep us 2 points clear of Lille. Other teams have still got their games to play. But next, we are taking on Nice, who have just been hammered 4-0 by PSG. See you in a minute. We're back. A couple of changes into the... There's one change, not a couple. Santos comes back out of the team. Carl goes to the bench. Santos fully fit. So to me, it makes more sense to play him, since he doesn't like any minutes, manage for minutes the way that Disasi does. But again, Disasi's fully fit. Bench today is only the changes have took place, with Carl, Caroli, Quag, McTominay, Savage, Fernandez, Marcos, Galmiche, and Keane is our base to even. Rest of the team stays the same as it was. This time, I'm going to, if we get to half time, we're struggling again, I'm going to put Moretti back to advanced playmaker attack. I'm going to put Gakpo back to shadow striker attack, just to see if that's just maybe what stopped us from creating much in our previous game. But we're taking on... Oh, I wanted to check something actually. Fuck. That. Season preview, just one last time. Yeah, look, we're predicted to finish 8th. I think that's so wildly wrong. I don't think we will finish 8th. I think we'll finish a lot higher than that. But I guess we'll see come the end of the season who's right, me or the press, or the bookies in this instance. We're the team in white top, red shorts. Nice are playing in their traditional white and black top with white shorts. Almost a colour clash, but we're not, really. Pellistri, those intercepted, is breaking down the wing. Garcia Cruz, Disasi. But yeah, I think we'll do a lot better. Same as well, I think we're kind of going to have a pretty good season, so I do want to try and just get through the season a bit quicker. I don't think, as much as it is, yeah, fine, it's fun to watch winning all the time. I think in terms of just the league alone, that probably best is getting through that to try and get us as close to the end of the season where we're getting with Europe and things as we can. But obviously, if we start getting further into Europe or further into domestic cups, then we'll come back for those games as well, I think. Any chance of us winning something is something good to come back for. But until then, we'll probably just come back periodically during the season just to see how we're getting on. Obviously, if things start going tits up, we'll be back sooner. But we'll look at the actual schedule come the end of this game, and we'll see what games we are going to come back for in tomorrow's episode. Right now, though, it is kind of similar to the last game, although it's not 40 minutes and there's only been one shot apiece. But it is 20 minutes and there's been one shot apiece. Santos with the throw, Pellistri just loses out again. Good win though by Disasi. Garcia Cruz. Is he left footed? I need to see that, because every time we get a highlight, he's always using his left foot. Rodriguez. Oh, that's a good bit of play. Jovanovic, get it across. Please, Skamaka's unmarked. It's 1-0. Good header by Skamaka. Good cross by Jovanovic as well. I don't know if it's Jovanovic or Jovanovic. Like, I don't know if the Jai's hard Jai or quiet Jai. Doesn't really matter either way. Good though, play by Moretti. That first time pass. It's something he's been so good at since we signed him. And it's something we've clearly missed. It's not something we've seen much with Maxence, is that first time pass. And it's just near enough always to the player as well. He's such a good player, Moretti. I'm so happy we managed to get him. He was legitimately my first choice player. Like, my key signing of the summer. He's the one I wanted to get over the line first. Gakpo! Unlucky. Unlucky missing that open goal. Sure. Possession's been pretty equal. Our passing's been slightly better, but we are creating more chances, which is good, I guess. We've only had 2 shots on target, though. Skamaka so far is doing what I've wanted, though. He is leading our line very, very well. He is looking every bit the player I hoped he would be when we were looking at him in January. And I'm very happy we actually managed to bring him in. We basically got our first choice in every position, to be honest. The only position we didn't was the ball-winning midfielder role. Garcia Cruz was not a first choice. There was a free player who we'd looked at, and when we couldn't get him, that's when we started looking for options outside of him. And when we seen Garcia Cruz, it became pretty much a no-brainer, to be perfectly honest. Tossart came to me unhappy we didn't rest him for Europe, but he's happy now. We didn't promise him that we'd get him, include him at the next chance. We just promised we'd try and make it right in any way we could. And he's like, I can see it was a really hard decision for you, boss. It wasn't. It was quite simple. But he doesn't need to know that. But he's somebody who will be getting a bit more involved as well once we get out of the tougher games. If he makes 10 appearances this season, he gets an automatic contract, and we have the option to renew it ourselves for a year. So that's something to keep in mind as well. Good tackle by Santos. In the European games against Rapid Vienna, Jesus Christ. Stefan Daniels was the one that we played in goals for that, and I think I'll probably keep that going just now. There's not much between Stefan and Bijlo just now, so I think just giving him the European games, at least at this early stage against the easier opponents, shall we say, which is a bit disrespectful. Stefan will definitely play, as well as the domestic cup games. How did that not cross the line? Jesus. We are going to make a couple of changes in a minute. I'm going to take Santos off. So much as he is fit, he is starting to look a bit tired. And I'm also worried about the Sassy picking up a knock. So we're going to make those couple of changes just now. Rodriguez, there's a few other players who are starting to look a bit leggy, but we'll see how they go for the next kind of 10 minutes or so. I don't want to make changes for the sake of making changes. At least half our shots now are on target until we miss that one. Going to bring on McTominay, but he's going to go in as a box-to-box midfielder. Going to bring on Savage for his debut as a ball-winning midfielder. And Rodriguez looks absolutely shattered, so we're going to bring on Quag. He can come in at left back. We did not receive that £1 million bid we needed for him to go home to Italy, so he's here. I'm happy about that. He's still not happy, but he's the one that agreed to fees, so on his head be it. I'm kind of glad we didn't lose Quag, so I wouldn't have got a good backup. I don't think. I think we'd have struggled to find a good backup option for left back. Can we keep the clean sheet? Is that the Blaze player that we sold? No. It was David Blaze for us. Another 4 points today. Like the first video of this season, 4 points from that first 6 was looking good. 4 points from this 6 as well that we've just done is amazing, I think. 8 points from a really tough 12 points. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take that. I know Marseille and at this point in time Nice aren't playing as good as you would expect them this season, but we can only put what's in front of you, and right now I'm very, very happy. Very good win today. Very, very good. Well done, lads. Good win for us. And we finally beat Marseille earlier in the season, so that was a derby win. Send assistant because I can't be arsed. I mean, look at that. No, PSG still get their game to play. I know I don't think we're in a title race. But 7 games played, 17 points out of a possible 21. I'm happy with that. I'm really happy with the start of this season we've had. Skamaka on form. He is on form. Goal and assist. How many assists have you got this season, actually? 3 assists. So in 9 appearances, he's had 8 goal involvements. You can't argue with that. You cannot argue with that from him. He's came in and done so well for the Skamaka. But let's look at our upcoming fixture. So for us, we've got Kiev next, or Kiev even, then Cannes, Strasbourg have. So the next 3 league games to me are, that should be a 9 points from 9, but Now that I've said that, we probably won't get any. We then play Stuttgart, Lens, Saint Etienne, Besiktas. I don't know how to say that. Rennes, Nantes, Lech, PSG, Reims, Helsinki, Lorient, Hapoel, Beersheva. No games in January. Huh. Right, I don't want to go that length of time without coming back, because that's a long, long way. Let's come back for the Stuttgart and the Lens game. Get a European game in, both at home, and then a game against Lens. They're currently 5th. I'm expecting, I think, on the season preview, they'd have been ahead of us. Yeah, so they're predicted to finish 3rd. So that's probably a good little test for us again. They're not a rival of ours. So we'll come back for Stuttgart and Lens tomorrow. Yeah, that seems fair. I'll get through what should be easier games and a game against Kiev. And we'll see what it takes us. If you've enjoyed today's video, please do leave a thumbs up. It greatly helps the channel out. If you've enjoyed... No. Let me know in the comments who you think our signing of the summer's been. And we'll see if it stays that by the end of the season. Because let's get our signing of the season's predictions. And now, I will say... I know who I think it should be. I think it should be Moretti by the end of the season. But I'm going to stick with Scamacca. I think Scamacca will pretty much run away with it. But we'll see. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.